What is up, everybody? Welcome to my review of the new Blumhouse horror movie, Night Swim. I don't really have a lot to say before going into this. I had a date day going into this movie with my girlfriend, and we were expecting not to enjoy the movie whatsoever. I came into this movie and I didn't really expect too much because the trailer looked very generic. It felt like a January horror movie. And so I checked out the movie, and yeah, what did I think? Starting off with the positives of Night Swim, there is Blumhouse does a really good job of putting the right cameras in people's hands. Like, this movie is shot very nicely, and they have a really nice, just like, I don't know, they captured things really nicely, and I feel like every time I see like the camera focused on something, I feel like I get everything I need to see in frame, and it looks really nice. The lighting especially looks really nice in this movie. I also want to give credit to the sound design. Sound design was pretty awesome. I thought that the water, especially the water sound design, I thought that was great, and the effects with there, that really just kind of set you in the tone, just like, okay, I feel it. I feel it in my jellies that something's gonna happen. But in all honesty, that's all the positives I had to give to this movie. This was dreadful. So, positives are out of the way. We're not even 2 minutes in, and positives are already out of the way. So, we're going to get started with the negatives. This movie is so goddamn boring. Oh my god, this movie. This movie really challenged my patience. I was waiting. I was waiting for this movie to get somewhat enjoyable, and I just did not get that at all. The whole middle act of this movie is it's just the same wash, rinse, repeat stuff. Something happens to one of the characters at night in the pool, and it scares them about the pool. And it just happens continuously, and I'm just like, dude, this isn't gonna lead to anything original anyway, so is there anything else you got? Because this is not doing so well. This is not a good start, bro. The movie is completely lifeless. It literally sank. This movie, I thought it would, be somewhat enjoyable and have, a fun family dynamic. It doesn't even have that. This movie completely drowned in basically everything that it was trying to do. The characters are very stock and generic. You have the dad in this, who's played by Wyatt Russell. I like Wyatt Russell, but I did not enjoy this character at all, and not even his performance elevated that for me. And basically his whole character is, oh yeah, I used to be a baseball player, but now I can't be a baseball player. That's his whole goddamn personality, and it is so frustrating because there's nothing compelling about that at all. I don't get attached to the dynamic he has with his family or anything at all. All I could tell you about this character is, hey, he's got some sort of disability with his legs, and he plays baseball, or he played baseball. That is all I could tell you about that character. And then you got the little boy who's the edgy emo kid. He's he sees something wrong with the pool immediately, and he's just keeping his eye on it the whole time. He's just waiting for it to happen. He's just I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you. Nobody believes me, but I'm gonna catch you because I'm right. I'm right about everything. And I despise that character. The wife was fine, but I felt like following her, I don't know. I wasn't compelled when following that character whatsoever. The teenage girl that they have in this movie that plays the daughter fucking sucked. There is this scene where she, near the third act, where she falls, trips, and gets stabbed with a bunch of glass. And she is crying out in pain, which I was thinking, okay, at least they're doing a good job of expressing pain. And then something happens and they just go, just completely stops as if the pain isn't there. I'm just like, what the fuck? You're still experiencing pain. You wouldn't feel it more than 5 fucking seconds. So yeah, the two kids, I wasn't a big fan of their acting abilities. I'm glad that they have, at least they have credibility, and they can put this on their oh fuck, I can't think of the word. resume. At least they can put this role down on their resume and they can get more roles from it. And hopefully they get in better stuff and they, get better, improve. But this movie was not it. They were not good. There are some water effects in this movie, which I was toying with putting this in the mix section, but it was such a big negative for me because all I took away from it was the bad stuff. Because the good stuff looks fine, but there's this one scene in particular that I thought looked horrible. Near the middle of this film where like something goes in someone's mouth and you can see the light blue rendering that doesn't match the color of the water as it just shoots out. And I was just like, oh my God, that doesn't look good. What am I? Okay, what's going on? Okay, he's drowning. It was so generic. Like, it was so lifeless and just dull. And I hate saying that because this is this is an up and coming screenwriter and director, first time on both of those things, and he's going to get a name for this because it's a Blumhouse production. It's going to make a lot of money. I saw this in a fucking Dolby theater with fucking 3 people. 3. I'm not even kidding. 3 people. So he's going to make some money off of it, and I want him to succeed. I want him to get something where I look at that, like something new and different that I see that he does, and I go, that was a huge turnaround in his career. What an amazing film. Because this film is definitely not it. And I really hate being this negative on this movie, but it really frustrated me. It really frustrated me. We should not be having movies like this anymore. We have standards as a society. And we need to move on from whatever this junk is. So I hate coming down on this guy and all of that. But when his work makes me angry, when his piece of art that is put in front of me that I have to fucking pay for is right in front of me, and I didn't like my experience, I'm not going to say I liked it. I didn't enjoy it. But I don't want to disrespect him because I understand that this is his first movie, first one he's written and directed, and I hate saying it, but he did not do a good job with this. The script was fine. It was nothing embarrassing, but nothing great. But God, there are some scenes in this movie that I was just like, you can write that way better. There's this really annoying lady in this film that I thought was just super obnoxious, and I was just like, I just want you gone. I do not want you in this fucking movie. Get out, please. Every time I see you, I'm so fucking annoyed. I just want to fucking shoot myself. Just get out of the goddamn motion picture. And along with the writing, this movie is not well written. It's fine for a script. I wouldn't say it's awful, but it's fine. Like, there's some things in this I was just like, what are you, like, what, you could have done this much better. You could have executed these scenes much better if you just had a sharp script. There's this scene where it's all in the trailer where they're playing Marco Polo, and she closes her eyes and all of a sudden she doesn't hear him anymore. And then she's just going, Marco, and she's like, this isn't okay. Where are you? Stop this. And she doesn't bother to open her goddamn eyes. Open your eyes, lady. So that, I was just like, a human being doesn't act like that. Human beings aren't that dumb. We're stupid, but we are not that stupid. And then you get the scene with the little boy, and he's in the pool. I fucking forgot what he was doing, but he's in the pool, and he hears a voice in the drain, and he starts calling out to his sister. He's just like, why did you say that? Why did you? Where are you? And starts calling for help when she's not even fucking there. And it's just like, dude, you're talking to yourself, but you think you're talking to someone else. It's not one of those scenes where they're talking to themselves as in it's a main character moment. No, this was just an out of pocket. They should not have been talking during the scene. And the fact that they were was just stupid because they weren't talking to the fucking ghost. They were talking to the sister who's off fucking camera. They aren't in this scene. And then the movie, it has certain rules, and it continues to break those rules again and again and again. I'll give you an example. There's this near the third act of the movie, spoilers if you care to watch this fucking movie that's been out for 2 weeks now. But Night Swim, there's this reveal in the third act where someone has to be sacrificed to appease the swimming pool. haunted swimming pool. Like, bro. So you have to appease the swimming pool with a sacrifice. But the thing is, they're wanting a sacrifice and they're trying to get a sacrifice out of them, but they just fucking kill just random, like they just start attacking just random people who are at a pool party. And they fucking kill a cat in this movie for no reason, just to kill the cat. And I was just like, dude, you're not gonna fucking explain why they killed the fucking cat? You're not gonna explain why they had to kill this to start the sacrifice or any of that? It's just, what the fuck? This movie wasn't even fun bad. Like, I was expecting it to be at least some sort of fun bad, just making fun of it. There were a couple lines that were that. There's a scene where somebody's like possessed by the swimming pool and they go, Marco, they're playing Marco Polo, Marco, Marco, and they eventually find their victim and they go, you were supposed to say polo. Like, Jesus. Like, that was at least fun. At least that line was fun. I wish the rest of the movie was fun, but no, it was just downright unwatchable. And the movie is so, like, I've already said this before, but the movie is so goddamn boring. It just goes off and does stuff with characters you do not care about. And I'm just like, dude, we don't need a fucking hour of this shit. Just, this could be a perfect short film. And apparently it is. Apparently it was a short film before this. And I'm sure it would be much better as a short film than whatever the fuck this piece of junk is. And it's bullshit that they make it, like, something with this kind of quality. It made it to theaters. Like, I get that it's January and you just throw all the fucking bad horror movies out this month, but release this fucking movie to streaming and it would do much better. Because at least the people who do care to check it out don't have to fucking pay for it and drive 30 minutes to get to the goddamn theater. So overall, guys, I hated this movie. This movie was not fun at all. And I was expecting at least for it to be fun bad, but it wasn't. And I hate being so hard on this movie because I want this director to at least get something good out of this. It's just like being like, yes, I finally got my first film made. I know what that's like. And for him to just make something like this that is very lazy and not very well done and very, very much like very generic and felt like something that Blumhouse made and not somebody who actually had a creative vision for this. It was very frustrating. So this movie, it's not good, and it's probably going to end up near my worst of the year, and we've only fucking started. This is the second movie that I've seen this year. I really hope there aren't like 20 movies that are worse than this. I know fucking Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and all the fucking Mickey Mouse movies will be on there, but yeah, this, I could definitely see this as a worst of the year because it was not good. So that's going to be it for Night Swim. What did you think about it? I understand if some people liked it. It's my brother was really excited to see this movie. He's not going to like it whenever he sees it, but whatever. Comment below your thoughts on the movie. Comment below what movies you were really excited to see. What was funny is that the trailers before watching this movie were much better than the movie itself. I can't wait to check out those movies. There are a lot of movies in 2024 that I really want to check out. So let's talk about the movies that we're going to enjoy instead of the ones we're not, and we can move on from all this. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next time. Good night, y'all.